Guys, it's Kate again. I wanted to show you my two favorite books from February. There's still, a few days left in February, so something might surprise me. But these two are ones that I just absolutely loved. Added to my favorite shelf on Goodreads. Gave 5 stars. Sometimes I put 4-star books on my favorite shelf, but it really depends. So yeah, I just wanted to share these two with you. So the first one is Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. Oh man, I really hope I'm saying that right. This one is a literary sci-fi, and it's set in kind of a futuristic dystopian world. However, because the perspective is from Clara the robot, you're not sure what's dystopian and what's her learning about regular things, for a while anyways. Her learning about regular things and not understanding them. So for instance, she refers to phones as they're oval, and so maybe it's a different type of phone, or maybe she just doesn't know what it's called. So it has a really interesting feel to it, and it ends up being a story more of faith and just learning to love people and what would you do for those you love. And it ended up being pretty emotional, and you just grow to love Clara so much. I thought about this one for several days afterwards, and unfortunately I can't really share what I loved most about it because that would be a spoiler. But I highly recommend you pick this up, even if you're a little bit nervous about literary fiction or a little bit nervous about sci-fi. It is the best of both worlds. It is very, very good. And then the other one is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. This one, it took me about 2 weeks to read it, but that was spread across 6 weeks. And I read it as a buddy read with my husband. He'd read it before and was wanting to reread it, and I felt nervous to read it on my own because, look at how big a book that is. It's just super chunky. And I don't often read classics, so I was nervous that the language would be too hard for me. So I ended up really, really loving it. The final day we read it, we read 5 or 6 chapters at once to push to finish it. We'd been reading 2 or 3 chapters before that a day, and I just really wanted to finish it. I know we were getting to the good bit. It was all good, but getting to the pinnacle of good, and I wanted to see how the book did that. I had seen the movie before, the one with Michael Fassbender and Mia Wazowski, I think is the actress, and I was really, really excited to just see how the book did it. The book is way fuller than the movie. There was a lot more with St. John and his sisters. There was a lot more verbal sparring between Jane and Mr. Rochester. They're more mental equals than you get in the movie. In the movie, she's a little bit intimidated by him, which is true in this, but she has her own mind. She has a rich inner world that we get to experience in this. And then there was a lot of spiritual themes. There was a lot of coming of age themes. There was a lot of feminist themes. And what I really appreciated about the feminism was it was more of the modern feminism than, I want to say, third wave, where it's more about women's choices being important, whether that's if they want to be domestic, if they want to have a job. It's just what they want to do is important, instead of saying one is better than the other. So I really appreciated that. And I underlined a ton of the book just because there were such beautiful, beautiful passages. There were swoony lines. I'm like, this is the blueprint for romance. At one point she tells Mr. Rochester, she's like, wherever you are is my home. And I was like, oh my gosh. Just it's so good. So I was really happy to read this, really happy to finish this, and it definitely is a 5-star and a favorite. So these two, I am so glad I read them. They went by February, amazing, and I can't wait to read more in March. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!